Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is Laughing Games here, and today we're back with another StarCraft 2 replay. Today we have ourselves a Terran versus Protoss on the map Frozen Temple. I'll get into a bit more, but for now, the introduction. Spawning down in the bottom right side of the map, it is Puck, the red Protoss player who's currently teamless, and spawning in the top left side of the map, it is the blue Terran player playing for Root. It is Root Kelazur. So, we have ourselves a Terran versus Protoss between two of the more prominent, more established North American players, is what I'd say. These two players play in a lot of tournaments, and they're known for being one of the more top dogs, I guess, of the NA scene. But that can wait. Right now we see Kelazur opening up with a proxy barracks. This is really interesting in the Terran versus Protoss matchup. Not super uncommon on this map, but really more uncommon in this matchup. He's likely going to open up with one Reaper here. And that he's likely going to open up with one Reaper, try to get a probe kill or two. And this works because Protoss usually is just getting out a Mothership Core. They're usually just getting out an Adept right as the Reaper from a normal Reaper expand comes into the base of the Protoss player. But here we have the Reaper being made so much closer, and now it's going to go and try to kill probes, and it's going to have time because the Mothership Core and Adept won't be out. But Puck has not yet scouted this. He almost did, but the probe moved back. Now it's coming back, so he does get a confirmation on this. He knows it's the one proxy barracks from Kelazur, so Puck is going to actually chrono boost out a Zealot. A Protoss doesn't usually make a Zealot this early versus a Terran here. Oh, and this is actually really cute. Kelazur with the SCV was trying to weaken a probe. Even one SCV drone drill into the probe can do a lot. So now here we have the Reaper coming in. Kelazur's actually opting to make a second. He's moving in, gonna try to get one kill here, but Puck manages to force this Reaper away with the probes here, but he has just lost one. One was weakened. Kelazur starting to shoot at another. There's a second probe going down here, and now the Reaper is gonna want to try and pick off this other weakened probe. So two probes gone down, one weakened. Now, Kelazur does need to get a bit of damage done with this. He's been delaying his command center here. He's going for a faster factory underneath it. So he's not in a good economic position by all means, but neither is Puck, as Puck has been losing workers. Puck's forced to make something such as an early Zealot. He's forced to chrono boost out this Adept. But speaking of Adept, there is now an Adept out, which is very good versus at pushing away Reapers. It's not necessarily good at chasing them down and killing them. However, it can kill a Reaper in 3 shots, which is very effective. There's also the Mothership Core, which can use a Photon Overcharge to shove these away. And Kelazur is actually wanting to move in and bait out a Photon Overcharge, and he does just that. So this isn't super common cheese coming out of the Terran player. However, and it's not exactly a giant commitment, but it's enough to do damage here. So here we have the Reapers being chased away by these Adept Shades, as it seems Puck is wanting to push away this barracks and see nothing else is sitting around. So this game got started off very quickly, but now we have Kelazur getting up his natural command center, so it will stabilize a bit, it seems. Puck took a bit of damage, not an irrecoverable amount. He actually needs to realize that these Reapers are not necessarily a threat anymore. However, they are being a threat right now, and the Cyclone has actually forced the Adepts to shade out across the map. Puck was just throwing out a shade to scout out here, but it seems that the Cyclone has come in and is actually going to start working away on the Mothership Core. This is huge for Kelazur. The lock-on does break, so the Mothership Core is not going to go down here. However, those two Adepts on the other side of the map have really did not bother to come home, so Puck is sort of on his own here. The Mothership Core is going to go down to the Cyclone here. The Mothership Core trying to trade with it, and it actually does manage to pick off the Cyclone. One shot away from death would that Mothership Core have been. Now, the Reaper is actually being cleaned up here, so that was a very scary situation for Puck, but he made the best of it. Using Photon Overcharge, he hasn't actually lost too many workers this game. He's lost 4 probes in total, most of those being early on. However, now, Puck is not prepared for this Liberator that was coming in. Kelazur got the quicker starport instead of his command center, so this Liberator is going to come in and be sort of unopposed by all means. Puck does have a Mothership Core to deal with this, and he's getting out his warp gate, so he will be able to warp in Stalkers, but Now the Liberator's coming into the natural here, and the probes are forced to move to the other base. So meanwhile, Puck got this very quick second base. Well, quick compared to Kelazur's, but Kelazur has sort of stopped Puck getting any advantage with that. He's now going to siege up the main base of Puck, likely going to take some damage on this Liberator here. However, he is killing off a few probes, and it's definitely worth it, forcing all the mining off for Puck, and this Liberator is going to get out alive. This is 6 kills on this Liberator, all of those probes, so Puck is now falling behind in the worker count. Kelazur's establishing his base. He's getting up a tech lab, which is well, he's already got a tech lab, and Stimpack is half finished. So this has been some great early game aggression coming out of Terran. Not a super common style coming out of Kelazur, but he's doing aggression, and Protoss isn't exactly used to it, so it's working here. Liberator shooting a Stalker here, so that one will go down to 1 shot, and there's now 2 Liberators, and each are trying to get some damage done. Moving in with this one Liberator, baiting out a Photon Overcharge, and Puck has been throwing out a lot of Photon Overcharges. He's not going to be prepared for a follow-up attack coming out of Kelazur, however. Puck's not even really mining at his natural base here. This Liberator is possibly going to be cleaned up here. The 3 Stalkers can clean up a Liberator, but they do go down, and sometimes the Liberator can take out 4 Stalkers, so this is not a good position for Puck at all. He had started off by dealing with some of this harassment very well, but once these 2 Liberators came in, he has been in such big trouble. This is actually really cute of Puck. He's going to use the Warp Prism to elevator these Stalkers here. If the Liberator had stayed sieged, it would have been chased, it would have been nullified the shots because Puck would have picked those Stalkers up, and now he's actually chasing down this Liberator with the Stalkers in the Warp Prism. He's going to try to cut this off. He really wants to kill this Liberator. It's caused him so much pain. Now, this is actually important. Puck throwing up a pylon at his natural base. Very important if Kelazur does decide to push with this large bioforce he's accumulated, and this Liberator actually did escape here. The Stalkers almost caught it off guard, but those now are completely across the map here. So it seems that Puck is sort of stabilizing here. However, his main base is starting to mine out, and a Protoss by the 7-minute mark tends to be throwing up a 3rd base here. Meanwhile, Puck's only had his natural for a minute or so. Puck throwing up a robotics base, so his tech of choice is sort of clear. He's going to be going for these Disruptors or Colossus. It's Puck, he's known for Disruptors, so most likely Disruptors here. But he is getting a Twilight Council, so this is likely for Blink. So he's going to be playing the Blink Disruptor style he likes to play and is known for. Kelazur still only on... Oh, he does have a 3rd command center here, so completely disregard what I was about to say. Kelazur getting up all his production, his upgrades are on the way. He's going to be getting up a 3rd command center, and Puck has yet to start a 3rd Nexus. This is not a good position for the Protoss player here. So Puck is likely going to want to throw up a 3rd Nexus here. Either that or go for an all-in, and he's not transferring a probe, so it seems that Puck might just be committing to an all-in here. It's very unlikely, but it's certainly possible, as he is just getting it. He has thrown up a forge and has started researching upgrades, but he's going to be very far behind, as Protoss on 2 base is not normal compared to Terran, who's getting up a 3rd base. Puck is going to see this command center it's floating over to the 3rd, and he's going to say, oh no, he's going to see all this production here, and he has just seen just that, and he's going to be thinking, oh no. Meanwhile, Kelazur is now on 1-1 upgrades, so there's not really a single aspect Puck is doing fine in this game. Besides these Disruptors he's going to have out, he is only producing them 1 at a time. So it's going to be very important for Puck, whenever he takes an engagement, to manage to do some great damage here with these Disruptor shots. They're really the only thing that can turn the tide in this battle. So Puck is going to have to take great engagements to come back in this game. He's actually moving in with this 1 Disruptor here, so he does, and he did get that Warp Prism speed, so this Warp Prism will be able to escape. Puck is really known for this style, and he's one of the players who really only do this style. So Puck has moved in with that Disruptor. He got a few SCV kills. I think that was about 4 SCVs. So some damage there, but possibly not enough. Now, Root Kelazur moving out across the map, but this 1 Disruptor manages to get a great connection here. That is the kind of fight that Puck needs to take to stay in this game. He's going to try to control the top of this ramp, but 4 Liberators are here. Blink is almost done to help deal with those, but Kelazur is now sieging up the ramp, and it's going to take position of those. This Disruptor shot goes out. Puck only has 2 Disruptors, so he's going to only have 1 shot in a second here. Great force fields, though, coming out of Puck, warping in more Stalkers that are coming to the front line, but he is starting to bleed out units to these Liberators. So much upgraded bio here are going to take great fights. 1-1 is almost done for Puck here. Throwing out another disruptor shot, another disruptor coming down. So he is getting to this point which he can sort of start to continuously loop these disruptors. But as Puck manages to throws out more and more disruptor shots, Kelazur is sieging up more and more liberators here. So Puck is being forced to take a fight here. Widow mines are starting to detonate on these stalkers here. Kelazur managing to trade out with Puck managing to trade out with a few of these stalkers here. The bio is pushing forward though from Kelazur, baiting out a photon overcharge, dodging the disruptor shot. Now the third base is going to be forfeited for Puck, and that is going to be good game here as Kelazur manages to take it. Puck did did not have enough to win this game here. He almost held on. He got a great disruptor shot there, but ultimately he fell to Kelazur here. If Puck had managed to hold the top of that ramp, he would have been in a fine position. However, those liberators, he did not quite have blink, so he couldn't really pick them off. Kelazur just had so much bio and army from early on in this game. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been another replay here. If you like the casting, please like and subscribe, I guess. If you like the casting, leave a like. If you have any feedback, let me know. And I shall see you guys next time. So thank you for watching.